world headquarters of common sense.
Talk Radio.
If you look at Putin, as I did today, he doesn't look like the man he was. He isn't as chiselled. He looks bloated. And I, as a doctor, have seen people looking like that. I think he's taking steroids. And if you're on long-term steroids, you get this sort of moon face. You get a change in your appearance. But crucially, you get a change in your mood and your behaviour. He's also incredibly obsessed with cleanliness. You've seen the pictures of that big long table. He sits one end of it and he has the person he's speaking to the other end. His aides have to quarantine for 2 weeks before they go to see him. So the question is he suffering from some sort of physical illness? Does he have an immune deficiency, for example? I mean, my personal feeling is I don't think he's very well. And so I think he has nothing to lose. And if you think about it pragmatically, he can stay on till 2036. So why has he expedited this? It's a poorly planned mission. It's not going to plan. His convoy is stuck and he needs a quick win. And the question I want to know, and this is why I want you to call me, do you believe that actually it's Vladimir Putin himself who is running out of time? And I think Putin right now is extremely dangerous. He's resorting to the use of banned weapons. And as you know, if you get someone who is cornered, that is when they lash out, and that is when they are extremely dangerous. And he is doing two things that I think are abhorrent. He's using cluster bombs. He's using thermobaric missiles. It's unacceptable. I actually think the whole thing is totally unacceptable and he should be ashamed. He's a warmonger. But I'd also add to that I think the people who develop those awful weapons, scientists who have reached the pinnacle of their academic careers, could possibly make those sort of weapons is absolutely shocking and appalling. And it brings to mind an expression, man's inhumanity to man knows no bounds. Let's now go and talk to Dave. Dave, what do you think?
Is it me? Hello?
Oh, hello, Dave. Yes, you're from Hamburg in Germany. What's your point?
I wasn't sure because your lady told me it was a couple of days. Hi, first of all, how you doing?
I'm very good.
Yeah, good. I mean, you said so much stuff there that I'm trying to keep up with it.
Sorry.
But no, it's okay. But there's a couple of points I wanted to make. First of all, with regards to how this is all going on, like I said, I've been living in Germany now for 37 years. As a performer, I've worked with Ukrainians, and I have good friends who lives on the border and everything. And I get the feeling, and a lot of people, and I've never seen Germany react this way ever, regards to what they're doing. There's something else going on here. If we look at the whole thing, but don't cut me off, please. But I just want to get to your point about Biden. All right, you said about he fluffed his lines. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Look, we all know he was only a one-term president. Everybody knows that. But I think the United States of America, and I think I can speak for a lot of people, that we'd rather have him right now than Trump. Like, I really believe that.
I think it depends who you talk to. I mean, the bi-coastal regions would say they want Putin, but I think Middle America would like Trump. I don't think this would have happened under Trump.
I'm not talking about Middle America. I'm talking about the world here.
Okay.
I'm talking about the possibilities of what could be happening now or what may be happening now. But the bottom line is this, that in 2014, when Biden was vice president, he was in Ukraine. He was so much involved with Ukraine. And he even advised Obama and everything to restructure Ukraine, to give them military support, because he predicted this going down the line. We only have to go into his record, which I've done, and he knew this could happen. There was no trust in Putin even then. But let's look at what's happening. The United States and a lot of territories throughout Europe are still importing Russian oil. There is still so much going on here that we don't know about. Why have we not seen fighter jets going over to the west side of Ukraine? If we flip this on its head and went back to Iraq or Kosovo or whatever, and you had like stealth bombers from the States and from Europe going and dropping bombs, Putin is not doing that. There is something else going on here.
And obviously the West is worried about actually imposing that no-fly zone because they're worried that would escalate the problem because, of course, as you know, Ukraine is not a NATO country, and therefore there is, at the moment, they believe that it would be worse to intervene.
Good talk.
Hot talk. Bold talk. Talk radio.
Listen on your smart speaker.
Watch it live on your smart TV. The world headquarters of common sense.
Talk Radio.